certainly a special relationship between the university and the city of Grand Forks. As you get a chance to look around this evening, I hope that you realize that the beauty of this art is also the beauty of the relationship of the University of North Dakota and the city of Grand Forks.
There's been an ongoing communication between the city and the university that we've tried to document in visual terms. We begin by showing some of the early plans of the university, going back as early as 1883, the year that UND was founded.
One of the most interesting pieces that we have in the show is this one right here, which was done as an architectural rendering somewhere around 1906, when the university got a gift from Andrew Carnegie to build their new library building. And this was actually sponsored by the Board of Trustees at that time to not only document how the campus looked at that moment, which is reflected in this part of the image, but also to come up with a vision for how the future campus might be developed. So this is a really interesting mix of documentary evidence of what the campus looked like around the turn of the century, with a lot of fanciful buildings over here that were never actually constructed, that were part of this ideal for the university conceived of by the architecture firm. One of Grand Forks' most recognized artists is Margaret Cable, who started the ceramics department at UND in 1910. And this is a unique work. This was actually sponsored by the governor of the state at the time, Arthur Sorley, in 1926. Cable included 19 different symbols of products that were important to the state's economy. Everything from flour and wheat to turkeys and flax, and some other symbols of the state like the prairie rose. One of the artists that we're really excited to have in the show is Eunice Kuhn, who graduated from UND in 1965 with a degree in art. This work she actually did in 1961 during her freshman year, and it shows what downtown Grand Forks looked like at the time. When she graduated in 1965, the Department of Art was located within the College of Education. And she gave us a number of her artworks from her student days as a very generous donation. Those are now located within the Education building.
One of the interesting parts of the exhibition that seems to be attracting a lot of attention is the period of the 1960s. We've included documentary photographs along with original artworks. Among some of the visual artists that we've included that represent both UND and the city of Grand Forks would be former Grand Forks Herald cartoonist Stuart McDonald. We have several pieces by him in the show that actually relate to developments of the time and also university-related issues. Among some of the University of North Dakota former faculty we have represented would be Paul E. Barr, who is the first chair of the Department of Art, Isabel Snowgrove, who followed him, and Robert Nelson, who was another one of the early chairs back in the 1960s, and also Donald Miller, who's with the Muddy Waters Clay Association now. He's the president.
The University of North Dakota Art Collections gallery here at the Empire Arts Center is truly a gift from the university to the community. It's free and open to the public 15 to 20 hours a week. It's also open to the over 30,000 annual visitors that we see here at the Empire Arts Center for the many events that happen here. So it's a wonderful ambassadorship for the university to the community of Grand Forks.